similar artists on Amazon Music.
Not on the right. It started off as best friends. We became my girlfriend. We used to tell each other everything. How you been wearing all that diamond rings, matching earrings, everything was so cool. And you made me no room. I don't know somebody hoping. Somebody
Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when his franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and T-Mobile Field. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, even with all the games we have broadcast together over the years, partner, seems like every time we see something new and kind of get that feeling we might get... Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. Former Heisman winner leading them out, the 2-time Pro Bowler in his first 3 seasons, the electric Kyler Murray.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first... get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay open.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And a fair catch is taken here a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They're led out by Malik Willis, the rookie who started his college career at Auburn and finished with the Liberty Flames.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Play action. Here's Willis. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 20. Here's Willis now off the play fake. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year. 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020s, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get through a perfect season. Would a win here make them an... That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off the play fake, here's Willis. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And
they have pressure coming, and they got him once again. Alton Robinson, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
Murray now on first down. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Titansons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff.
He's got a man, complete. A big play that time for the Titans. 69 yards. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one fielded at the 5. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're...
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aaron Donald with a sack. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Willis now off play action. He's going to air one out for Anderson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They go play action with Willis. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play fake. Here's Willis. Deep ball for Goodwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards. yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up first and 10. Murray now to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Again, it's Harris on second down. And he's got room. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. But Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Murray now. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 1 yard is the gain. And it'll give the Jags a first down. To throw, it's Murray. Out to the right here to Shepard. Touchdown, Jaguars. Sterling Shepard. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll make our score 14-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. But it's caught. Tompkins. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Willis now off of play action. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They go play action with Willis. That's once again complete to Chark. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Willis going to try to run it. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Malik Willis keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 35 on 2nd down, Murray. And one more time, here's Kirk. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Murray from midfield. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Murray. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And they'll indeed take a knee. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check it. Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times.
He's got a man complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Ready.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They go option right on second and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Willis on third and goal. And he's got it complete to Anderson. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Here we go, here we go.
Fourth down, Willis. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Murray now on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
To throw on second and 10. Murray, that's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Here's Murray. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over first and 10. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Willis now off the play fake. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Robbie Anderson with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point good by Prater. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting...
There goes Sterling Shepard. He's at the 30. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. I know it's tough to make tackles in the open field, but that one hurts because he got a little bit extra after the missed tackle.
Receivers are coached so well, they have to break at least one tackle after the catch. He did that on that play.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Najee Harris, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Suckup. And the lead now down to 20. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. Tennessee offense set to go again. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Play action, Willis. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action, here's Willis. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Well, Charles, I guess the only thing I can think there is they've got a 3-score lead, and they're saying, well, we're not going to lose this, so let's have some fun. I don't know why you go for it.
I think that's as good an explanation as any, and we all know that certain coaches are more aggressive than others. He's going to touch the ball, gain yards, maybe put more points on the board. They're happy that they kept it and did that. So
he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Succup's kick is good, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Interesting. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You've got the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect. But, boy, that was force against force.
He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Robbie Anderson, 95 yards. And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is now 24. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Play fake. Here's Willis. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Willis. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Robbie Anderson with career touchdown number 70. And the Titans look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, here we sit, week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
After the sack on first down, Murray. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. This offense so far on third down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Murray going to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. T.J. Watt. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Here now, Johnny Townsend. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's been a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but...
We're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
Mustang 19.
Willis looking to throw on first down. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marquise Goodwin. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Prater for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From way up at the 23. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Murray. And his throw here's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray, his throw incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throw complete there, Rodgers. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Murray again, 2nd and 10.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
T.J. Watt in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Swim. Easy.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack.
Willis.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Willis now off of play action.
Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
18 Rattler.
Willis now off play action.
And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
79 Broncos. 65 Cats. 65 Cats.
Right back to the air with Willis.
score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
5 plays there on that drive.
And it was Malik Willis who took it in himself to cap things off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here.